Good afternoon, residents. Time sure flies when you're having fun, right? It's been a while since our last official video update, and a lot has changed, and a lot hasn't. Isn't that kind of odd?
We are still dealing with a worldwide pandemic. The coronavirus, also known as COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2, is a new virus and is extremely contagious. People who are older, who live in congregate living environments, and those with multiple comorbidities are at higher risk for complications. Because our population here at Welcome falls into those categories, we've been doing our part to implement systems to mitigate the virus. Some of those things I'll list now. We added an air purification system to our rooftop unit, and we purchased 2 mobile well air units that we use during inside visitation and on our Avenue Q, where we quarantine residents. When our county is listed as orange or red using the Ohio Public Health Advisory System, our staff wear goggles or face shields in addition to the mandatory 3-ply masks.
Some of the other things that we've done to decrease our risk are most physician and specialist appointments are done via telehealth to decrease your exposure going out and then back into our facility. We have re-implemented indoor activities, but we are limited to a number of folks. Residents remain socially distanced, and everyone's encouraged to wear a mask at all times. We have increased our daily monitoring of your vital signs, since research has shown that one of the first indicators of infection are a drop in your pulse oximetry.
We know it has been difficult over the last 8 months with limited contact with your friends and family. You have all become quite adept at using FaceTime and other video chat methods. We know this is not the same as being with your loved ones. We started outdoor visitation back in August and inside visitation a few weeks ago in mid-October.
Unfortunately, as the weather turns, people are spending more time inside. Kids are back in school, and our state and county positivity numbers are increasing. We are remaining diligent with our staff education, testing, and interventions. The governor has recently changed direction, and employees and contractors will be tested weekly. If anyone were to test positive, even if that person has no symptoms, that would put us in outbreak testing, which is a federal testing requirement. In outbreak testing, we also test residents. Outbreak testing ends when the facility goes 14 days with no positive tests in both residents and staff. The reality is, with increased testing, there's likely to have an increased number of positive. Maybe false, maybe asymptomatic. Either way, the results are the same. Outbreak testing begins.
If we enter outbreak testing, inside visitation would have to cease until the testing cycle was over. We know how important and well received these visits have been, so we're doing our best to ensure we can continue to host your families and visitors. We are all in this together, so we continue to remind our staff and families that what we do in our personal time ultimately impacts the facility and you, our residents. We are so proud of our team and their continued dedication to these mitigation efforts.
In an effort to educate the public, we have recently done a public service announcement that we put on our Facebook page, our website, and shared it with our staff. We are asking the community to do their part in flattening the curve by following the healthcare guidelines of wearing a mask, practicing social distancing, and performing good hand hygiene and being mindful of how they spend their free time. What the community does impacts us here at Welcome, and we want to let them know exactly how.
We are really looking forward to the holiday season. Many of our traditions will have to be modified and altered, but we're doing our best to fill the halls and the courtyards with holiday spirit and joy. As we finalize the event details, we will be sharing them with you. Some things to look forward to are a return of early morning breakfast, decking the halls, special holiday delectables, and an unusual visit by the big man in red. We even have a special plan to bring to life our traditional Christmas Eve service. Although it may not be the same, it can still be special.
We want to thank you for your patience and understanding. We recognize it has not been easy. This year has brought a fair share of unexpected challenges, and you all have embraced them amazingly well. Someday, this year will just be a wicked memory to reflect on. But for now, we all must remain welcome strong.